Good Monday morning. I thought I'd do this here where actually have a reflection on me, because that's what I'm talking about today is what are we reflecting? What do we reflect? And I realize that the people that get the truest image of us are the people closest to us. And this a new appreciation for reflection came to me a couple weeks ago. We were actually in Venice, Italy, this breathtaking place I'd never seen before. And we had a tour guide who was Venetian who was taking us around, and I was captivated by what she was captivated by, because she had lived there her whole life. And so I paid attention to what she took pictures of. And she took pictures of reflections. Anytime she saw a puddle of water, she would take a picture of what was reflected in the water. And she would talk about how the reflection of things just mesmerized her. And so, as you can see from these pictures, these are some of the pictures that I took from our trip. And often I would be following her with my camera. There's even one I took of a man with his reflection in the mirror. And reflection reflects what is actually there. This light that is being reflected on me right now is a reflection of the sun that's in the sky. And so it's natural reflection. And so there's a passage in Corinthians, I can't remember if it's 1st or 2nd Corinthians chapter 3, and it talks about how we reflect the image of God, and that the closer we get to him, basically we are changed from glory to glory to glory to glory. That means we should continue to reflect him more and more and more and more. So I just pose the question, what are you reflecting? And I bet we would get the most accurate response if we asked the people closest to us. Because no one else gets the truest reflection of who we really are like those who know us the most. If I were to ask Philly, babe, what do you really see reflected in my life? I may have to brace for what the real reflection would look like, because it may differ from him as to what you see on a Monday morning. I pray it wouldn't, but I have a feeling he's going to see the flaws and a little more clearly, because he gets the closest reflection of me. But my prayer is that the closer I get to the Lord, the more I reflect who he is. So what are you reflecting? What do you spend the most time doing? Who do you spend the most time with? What do you spend the most time thinking about? What do you spend the most time listening to? We reflect the things that we are closest to. It's why you can live with someone and all of a sudden you start developing their habits, or they say even the longer people live together, the more they look like. I don't know if that's totally true, but anyway, it's funny when you see it. But who are we reflecting? Because the closer we get to Jesus, the more we should be reflecting him. So maybe this week, be bold. Ask the people closest to you for an honest assessment of what you're reflecting, and be willing to truly listen to what they offer to you, as long as they offer it in love. They're just lambasting you, that's a different story. But the people that love you will be honest with you. And then it might be good to ask the Lord too, Father, do you see you reflected in me? And then we can go further. Still, Father, may I reflect you more and more and more. So I have a feeling you're going to look at reflections a little different this week.